make sure you guys double check to make sure that you are still subscribed to the channel, all that good stuff. Click the thumbs up button. That way this content can stay consistently recommended to you and helps push my content out in the YouTube shadow banning algorithm world. If you're on your phone and you're watching this, if you double tap the screen, it gives the video a thumbs up. All right, appreciate it. Yeah, I know it's early, so let me go ahead and get right on into this, ladies and gentlemen. Cracker Barrel, what they're saying is going woke. On Good Morning America, the CEO went on there and said that she is making changes for modern times, is what she said. So a lot of people have these videos up, which I can't show you, of course, but a lot of people have these videos up of Cracker Barrel, some Cracker Barrels rather, that have this new look to it. And from the looks of it, the video that they showed, it looked very, I guess you can say, the best way I can describe it is some of the facilities that I have to go to on a weekly basis. And especially if, let's just say that they look like emergency care outpatient centers. Very sterile, very white, really no character to it from what I saw, is all I'm telling you. From what I seen, that's what it looked like to me. Now, a lot of people also think that it's a horrible idea for her to do this. They changed the logo as well. So the reason why I don't think it's a good idea is because it's kind of like nostalgia for a lot of people, including myself. I feel like when I walk into Cracker Barrel, I feel like I walk into like back in like the, I guess you could say the late 80s, the early 90s. It feels like I'm walking into like one of them country stores my grandma used to take us to in Ripley, Tennessee, or Hennon, Tennessee. I just feel like I'm walking into one of those stores. I'm about to go greet Mr. Wilson. I'm about to go greet Sister Green. It feel like I'm walking into one of those old country stores like that. It's just kind of nostalgia. And then for some odd reason, I don't know if you guys do this too. For some odd reason, it makes me feel like I'm eating the very exact same food and recipes that they ate back at that time. You know what I mean? It just gives you that feeling. For example, if you've never been to Wisconsin Dells, which I highly recommend, they have a breakfast joint there called Paul Bunyan's. Paul Bunyan's reminds me of Cracker Barrel. Got a lot of the old school stuff in there. You know, you see a random pitchfork. You see shovels and just a bunch of old school stuff. So when we go into Paul Bunyan's in Wisconsin Dells, we actually eat our breakfast off of the old school metal-like plates, drinking out of the metal mugs. So it just gives you a sense of nostalgia, and you feel like you're in history. They cook the hash browns the old school way. They make the homemade syrup. It just feels like you're just in a, you know, and it's very traditional to me. And for some odd reason, it feels like that when you are in a place like Cracker Barrel or something like that, I feel like, I don't know, maybe it's just I know it's a mental thing, but it feels like it makes the food taste better. I'm eating this food back from the 60s, y'all. The people, you know, the way that the store looks inside Cracker Barrel and all that, it just, I don't think they should change it. which she's doing it. I don't know how many stores are going to do it. I don't have no updates on that yet. But one thing I just knew people were going to get themselves in a big old huge celebratory like type feel for is people really think that, oh Lord, black people, I told y'all black people and you grifters and you race hustlers, y'all just couldn't help but insert yourself in this. Oh, we getting rid of Jim Crow stores. We're getting rid of them. Oh yeah, you know what? People didn't even know. That's the reason why they called it was only for white people. Oh my God. Idiots. Idiots. Always got to insert yourself in something that has nothing to do with you. Cracker Barrel, I think, was started in the late 1960s. And it was a store, which, like, when you walk into Cracker Barrel, you literally walk into how Cracker Barrel was. You're walking into a store. And what ended up happening is that while people would go to the store of all races, they gathered in there, and it would be a lot of conversations going on. And the reason why there was a lot of conversations going on, because people would stop and greet each other. They start talking about things of the world, whatever like that, as they're traveling. And I think they had like soda crackers or whatever like that there. And they were known for their soda crackers. And these crackers were in barrels, so they ended up calling it Cracker Barrel. They call it Cracker Barrel. And people started gathering there, became like the hot spot of people coming there and talking and just, just talking and lollygagging. Eventually they were like, look, okay, we want our customers to be able to come here and shop. And a lot of you guys are in here socializing and talking so much, y'all taking up space where we trying to let our customers shop. We want our customers to shop. So how about we make this room back here so y'all can just go back there and sit down if y'all want to talk. As a matter of fact, you want some coffee while y'all at it? And then it went from there to where they had coffee and food. And they always had Cracker Barrel near traveling roads. That's why most likely if you see Cracker Barrel anywhere, most likely you see the Cracker Barrel is always by some highway. You notice that? They kept it very traditional. They kept Cracker Barrels always by highways, because that's what Cracker Barrel was known for. It was known for being the store on the highway that travelers could stop by and get what they needed. But they started talking so much, they went ahead and built the back area for those people to go there and socialize and talk and eat more soda crackers. Then they started serving food so they can allow their customers to have the space to shop in the store area of Cracker Barrel. So all this, racism and, come on, it never was that. And even a guy, I forget his name, if it's Herschel or whatever, he even said he wanted a place to feel like, and he had his motto to where you treat people like you want to be treated. That was his motto for his stores. That's what he said. And in regards to the logo on Cracker Barrel, everybody thought it was like Uncle Herschel or whatever like that, but it actually wasn't. What it was, Nicky had a buddy that would come there who was known for his drawing skills. And he just wanted him to draw some sort of logo for the store. So the guy actually drew the logo on a napkin and handed it to him. And it's just been there ever since. So a lot of people are upset that the logo is changing, whatever like that. And that's another thing, that even if they do change the logo, I think that a lot of us, being on what era you were born in, I think a lot of us, we will always have it in our head. When you think of going to Cracker Barrel, that logo is already seared in your head. The new logo that they're going to be using, I guess, it's plain. It still looks like if you really think about it and you look at it, it looks like the side of it looks like a old barrel. But the traditional drawing of the older man in his overalls sitting with his hand on top of the barrel of crackers, whatever like that, is going to serve as a traditional stamp in a lot of our brains. And to be honest with you, I never knew who that man was either. Usually when I go there, I get the old country boy breakfast. And I always thought that whenever you see like the grandpa sampler or the grandpa's whatever, I thought the grandpa sampler was the man that you see on the logo with the overalls on. But anyway, folks, people are going to do what they're going to do, and a lot of folks are calling for Cracker Barrel to be boycotted. People are saying they're not going to eat there no more. Why the change? Why the lady had to come in and go woke with this stuff? And in that, I think the first week or the day, don't quote me on this, y'all can go look it up, it plunged with their stock. It completely plunged. You know what? Even if they wanted to do it, like change a logo, for example, McDonald's. If McDonald's changed its logo, people are just like why? Everybody know McDonald's for those golden arches, right? Everybody knows Wendy's for Wendy. The logo of the girl looked like Pippi Longstocking. So why change it? Why change it to tradition? Why try to take away? And they always talk about don't get rid of history. History. Well, it seems like she's kind of doing that in this particular matter right here. So anyway, folks, I just want to give some people a little bit of a history lesson and show people it had nothing to do with, oh, they're getting rid of racism. Oh my God, stupid stuff. I like to go into Cracker Barrel and see all the old school pictures, see the old pictures of wagons and old pictures of people with horse and buggies and people with, you know, all the old farm pictures, all the lamps, the oil lamps, the little pegboard games. But that whole, from what I saw, the very sterile looking building, I didn't care too much for all that. I just didn't. Anyway, y'all, I got to get ready to take care of some business here in this facility right here. And I'll be catching you guys probably a little later on. So y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section after this video, all right? I am Ty Smith, model Renaissance man, hoping and praying every last one of you have food, shelter, and clothing. Most of all, praying every last one of you guys in great health, mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. God bless you all through Jesus.